Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh here with Duran Leal. He got first place at locals, not today, on Thursday, playing Ritual Beasts, and he's gonna show us his deck.
Yeah, this deck, preface, it's not that good. Preface, we have like a bunch of bird up players that are locals.
So it's really good it's really good against bird up.
Yeah, so we play, start with the Ritual Beast monsters, the Tamers, you play 3 Elder, that gives you an extra normal summon. And it's not activated, so like today I did a play where I normaled this, then normaled another one under Baguska, because it doesn't activate. 2 Winda. I had this thing floats every time it's destroyed in your possession. So I had a game where it got attacked over, and I said affect the window, and he struck it, paid 15, and then like affect the window. And she can float into herself. All the Ritual Beasts can only be special summoned once a turn though, so that's why you only play 2 and not 3. Otherwise you'd probably play 3 because you need the defense a lot of the time. 1 Laura, it's part of the combo. If you don't open up the Dimension Fissure or the Dimension Shifter, then you search this off your first Canhawk search. 1 win, if you do open up the D-Fissure, then you search that. This Reborn's from Grave, this Reborn's from Banish, that's why. They're sisters, basically. And that's all the Tamers. I don't play the Zephyr and Pelica. It is kind of important for some of the plays, but like to have 2 different names that are Reborns. But if you link with it, it goes to the extra deck, so I didn't want to play it. Then I play 3 Canahawk for the Spiritual Beast, 3 Rampango, this an Elder, either one of these an Elder is full combo. Apelio, that's what you send first, and that's all. I don't play the Dolphin. The Dolphin's a brick a lot of the time, and the Apelio's a brick too, but it's part of the combo, so you have to play it. And the Dolphin's just like almost 100% of the time bad.
It also helps push damage, doesn't it?
Yeah. I attacked over a window with it today.
That's really good.
Yeah, then I play 1 Wind, the Wind Channeler. This card, you discard it in another Wind monster, and then search for a Wind monster with 1500 or less defense. So this has 15 or less 100 defense. This is like, this and this are the only ones you can't search. Everything else has under 1500 defense. I would play 3, but these things are impossible to find. I'm probably going to order them here soon if I keep playing this deck. Then for the hand traps, I play a 3D Shifter. This card's like an auto win against a lot of the meta, even like against Dragon Link and like Shaddoll, and it just auto wins a lot of stuff. And then this, because this is like the best hand trap right now, and you need the consistency of drawing. Against the Dragon Link board, you're always drawing 4 and putting back 3, so it lets you get through it. That's all the monsters. Then I play 2 Extravagant of Prosperity. I only have 1 Prosperity, but this is better than this almost. I feel like because of how my extra deck's structured, you don't ever banish everything. You only need 2 extra deck monsters for the whole combo. So like I feel like this is better because like my draws off this like have been, for the most part, they've been like Imperial Order, Skill Drain. They've been Canahawk, Elder. Like, this card's insane. I think I'm gonna bump this back up to 3 and just cut this. If I had 3 of these, I might honestly play 6 because you need the consistency. But then 1 of spells, a D-Fissure and a Called By. This is just because your combo is kind of heavy and like this deck really can't play through much, so you want to have the Called By. This and the Shifter actually though help you play around a lot of hand traps. But yeah, this is insane. It just banishes every monster. Then for the traps, I played 2 Steeds and 1 Ambush. I don't think you're ever gonna need to resolve more than this, but there's so many turns where like if you open up the Lore, you search all 3, and it's just nuts. Some people don't play the Ambush, but I just like having the access to make bigger Link monsters during the next turn. Then 3 there can be only one, and 3 goes in match. All of these guys, you have a Psychic and a Thunder Pyro Beast, or so you can make all of your guys, but like you have to play smarter because like you almost never want to summon the actual Canahawk underneath there can be only one because you can't make the fusion Canahawk then. And then goes in match literally just stops a lot of decks and doesn't even hurt you at all. You still do every combo. The only thing is I wanted to have it available. I had a Phantasma in hand, but then I ended up never using the Phantasma anyways. Then 2 Ice Dragons Prison. It's just a good trap. Honestly, I side it out almost every time. I don't know if it's the right play. I honestly might change this into 2 Heavy Storm Duster because like this is okay, but it's normally not enough even against a lot of decks. And then 1 of a Macro, an Imperial Order, and a Skill Drain. So Macro banishes everything. Imperial Order, you only play 6 spells and most of them are draw. The Fissure is literally the only one that matters for you. But I mean, if you're getting this down, it's normally better. This is insane because you can use your Canahawk effects and tag out, and then they still resolve because it's no longer on board. And Skill Drain is just a good card. Then for the extra deck, I play 3 Kamoon Falcos. This one gives you an extra normal summon, so you normally end up with like 3 normal summons a turn in this deck, which is bonkers. And it also banishes from grave, so it gets your stuff that's in grave back out of grave so you can use them again. And it also tags out. It also gives the monsters a points to 600. There's like a lot of stuff that this does. And then the 1-ofs, 1 access, 1 IP, 1 nightmare, and 1 unicorn. There is very, 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 very few situations where you do this. It's basically in a top deck situation where you can end with both of these. This is almost always better than this, but it does come up. And I was just looking for stuff to fill, really. And then this, you make a lot. You make it with this most of the time. You normally only end up with 1 pop, but normally that's enough with how much damage you put on board. It's really hard to put enough damage on board with this deck. And then for the Ritual Beast fusions, I played 3 Canahawk. It's the bread and butter, the heart and soul of the deck. He gets everything going. You do some insane. There's some turns, like after turn 1, I can search like 5 or 6 times with this. And then, and you're always searching 3 times with this at least. Then 2 Apelio. He's unaffected. You play 2 because there's situations where Pangu, you need to banish 1 to send 1, and you want to have 1 live. It doesn't need to be 3 if you're afraid of X-Trap, though, because you don't 100% need it. Like, it's very rare that you're banishing both of those and your access code, because those are like your only ones that put damage on board. Then you play 2 of these. Guy Apelio. He rarely comes up. He's a negate, though. If you banish cards from your hand, you can float into him off window to get extra damage on board. You normally just use him to send with Rempengu, so you can send Psychics, because you don't want to run out of Kamoon Falcos. And then I played 1 Exceed, and it was Chidori. I was thinking of Abyss Dweller, because I wanted to play the most high-impact Exceed, because I have 1 more spot. And I know that it's really easy to make rank 4s in this, but there's very rare where you're going to make a rank 4 in turn 1. So I figured this is like the best thing going second. You get rid of 2 cards. I won games with this today. It's pretty bonkers. I feel like this is the best XC you can make if it's not like for like going second. Then for the side, I played 3 Ash, 3 Droll, double Nib. You have a lot of traps in this deck, so for combo decks, or for going second, you really want to be able to side in a lot. And like goes in match doesn't hit a lot. You want to be able to. You keep a lot of traps in going second, honestly, because you're not going to kill them most of the time. But like these are like the most high impact traps or hand traps. This you can actually leave in the main too, because if you have like 4 banished and you have a Kamoon Falcos and a Canahawk. You can chain link once they get to 5 summons. Chain link 1 Canahawk, it puts itself back for cost. Chain link 2 Kamoon Falcos puts itself back for cost. Chain link 3 Nib their whole board. Summon your token, summon this, and then summon all 4 of your monsters. So like it doesn't even hurt. I honestly kind of want to main these, but I feel like it doesn't come up enough to main. And you run into back row decks and it's completely dead. Then this deck really doesn't have much main deck removal for back row. So I play 1 Pank, 3 Twin, Harpy's Feather Duster, and Evenly. This all is good. I like this over the Lightning Storms because against Eldritch, you're probably not going to kill him. So like you normally just wouldn't worry about the traps. And then you can set this and then play against the traps when they try to play him. Like the quick effect just comes up. It could be a Cosmic, but I also end up with a lot of dead cards in hand. Like I'll draw into Shifters late. This is really good because you're making it going first board, even when you're going second. So that's pretty good. And then Harpy's is Harpy. It's too good. Pank, honestly don't know much about the Pank because it goes in match. There's a lot of things that you can, like there's times where you just have it and you can't use it. Yeah, but that's it.
All right, congratulations on your win.